When we talk about chords, it is best to start with the highest aspect of chording. The higher self is chorded to his original home, and very often to a master or a higher being. But God doesn't need to chord himself onto us. He is within every cell of our bodies. His love and his light and his energy permeates the whole universe, and so we are there floating inside him, inside his consciousness. But having come from those very beautiful levels and traveled all this way in time and space, how could we not feel the need to link ourselves with higher dimensions in time and space? So our highest aspect is linked and wants to be a part, not just of higher dimensions, but of angelic realms. We have beautiful golden chords, which are very difficult to see and can only be visualized when a lot of energy can come into the body in order to sense them. On the coarser levels, chords are a bit like animal guts or umbilical cords. You can also have very refined, delicate chords. So a chord is in no way uniform. When an energy goes from one person to another, either an old chord wakes up again, or you can see a whirl of energy forming in the ethers, which unwinds because of the spring in the energy pattern. It can take off into space and search for the person that we need. Of course, both love and hate can move energy like this. If you enlarge in chords, you will find that there's nothing solid about them, but generally speaking, if you're looking into the etheric, you will find that you can examine chords and you can look inside them. Here we find that chords have properties, textures and colors. They have a sound, a smell and a taste. It is important that we be very careful when opening up to seeing chords, because if we cannot separate them from all the other things that are floating around inside our aura, we may find it very difficult. When people are chorded to all the people they are going to meet on earth, as well as to many others who are not on earth, then sorting out all these chords is like trying to understand a sea anemone. If you open too quickly because of your inner desire to see, you may be misled, being surrounded by so many vibrations that you won't be able to expose those one at a time scientifically to your own private viewing. In the dictionary, they talk about chords as well. It says that it is the string of a musical instrument. Chords are indeed linked with music, because when we send telepathy through chords, it is just like a telephone, and telephone wires make the necessary connections for us to bring us closer to another person. A chord does likewise. So all our feelings may be processed as sound, and this sound goes through a chord and is picked up by the other person's brain. Then it very much depends on what the other person's like, because they can interpret the sounds and may imagine things that you have never said. To go into telepathy correctly and to understand the sounds that come through chords, one should really try to visualize them more accurately. For this one needs much more energy, of course. A chord is defined in the dictionary as a thick string made of many strands. I suppose really a string is a good thing to think about, because strings are pliable and a chord often looks as if it's made out of many strands. various colors go through the chords, and later we will look at each color so that we can sense what each color in a chord means.